Welcome to the Simply Pediatrics Podcast, simplifying holistic healthcare for infants and children. We're so glad you're here. Join Jennifer Zethner, holistic pediatric nurse practitioner and holistic mom of 3 on a mission. Listen in as she shares the answers to the most asked questions from parents in her practice every day and offers parents practical strategies and actionable steps to support their child's health and well-being. Enjoy this insightful episode of the Simply Pediatrics Podcast and stay tuned for more information at the end of the podcast. Today's episode about me.
Hello and welcome. I'm going to do something a little bit different for today. I was recently told within a short period of time by 2 different people that they enjoy my podcast, but I don't seem like I really ever talk about myself. And there's so many people out there with podcasts and they talk about their family and what they've been doing and, even down to what they ate for dinner. And I'm never very personable. So I know many of you do not know me that well, but for the people who do really know me very well, they would tell you that I am quite reserved and quite shy. And the fact that I make these podcasts at all is kind of like a big deal for me, because I'm pretty reserved, quiet, private. But I thought today I would share a little bit. So put it all in one podcast. You're not going to see it kind of spill over into others, I don't think. So all in one podcast. I grew up and raised my children on Long Island, where I would never ever leave, regardless of the political situation in New York. I absolutely love Long Island. I graduated from nursing school in 1995, a million trillion years ago, and worked as my dream job in the NICU. So I was a nurse in the NICU for quite some time. And then I became a nurse practitioner in 2000. And I had interesting work when I first graduated in a high school health clinic and dealt with all sorts of interesting teenage issues there. Then I went on to have my children. So I do have 3 children. You do hear me talk about them on occasion, and families that come into my office know that I have 3 kids. 2 of them are fairly grown. 1 is pretty much out of the house. Although people tell you children are never really out of the house completely, especially if you live on Long Island. There's always a chance that they're coming home. And I have 1, my youngest is still living at home with me. He is my active ice hockey player, which is why I'm in my car most of the time. I drive him here, me and my husband, I should say, drive him here, there, and everywhere. Ice hockey is his life, so therefore it's ours, and we absolutely love it. I spend almost every moment I have outdoors, whether it's the winter, spring, summer, fall, doesn't matter. I have to be outside. I genuinely think I could live out there. So the second I leave my office, my hat is on my head and I am either with my kids or I am outside walking by the water, quiet, gardening, but I'm outdoors all the time. I absolutely love my practice that I have on Long Island. I consider that my 4th child. I started that in I think it was 14 now. I kind of lose track. I believe 2013, 2014. I've been doing this work since 2010, holistic pediatric care. But my own practice that I opened at the North Pole Wellness Center has been since 2014. And it has grown like a child. It was very, very slow at my pace where my children were still little. And it genuinely has just grown like the rest of my kids. It has grown and kind of done amazing things. I keep my hours as I need to. Many of you who are my patients know sometimes I will reschedule you. If something comes up for one of my kids, I will be with them. But for the most part, I am in the office about 5 days a week, not for a full day, but most of the time. I try to keep myself very accessible to my families so that I'm there for you. I'm hoping very much to hire more staff to work with me. I know this is a complaint amongst the families that are in my practice, is that it is not that easy to get in to see me. And so, although I shouldn't say that, I think the families that are already in my practice and who need me for a sick visit or for a newborn, I like to think that they can reach me very quickly since they have my phone number. But if you're a new patient trying to get in, I know that there's quite a wait, and I'm trying real hard to bring in other providers who are like-minded to provide similar care. Other things about me that you already probably know, I do try my best to travel to Guatemala twice a year. That is my breath of fresh air, I would say, twice a year, to be able to travel to Guatemala, to get out of the mold of American medicine and be in a completely different place where you have to think very much outside of the box. I travel with a medical mission in the spring and in the fall, and absolutely love it. I often ask many of you to donate for us some books and crayons and other things that we've brought along with us. I also volunteer locally at a mission that provides amazing, beautiful care for our community of families who are in need. And for them, I provide once a month. I go and I speak to the parents, and if they have just general questions about their child's health or their development, or they just, have mental health needs, and I become one of the staff there and work for the morning that I'm there to assist families. I volunteer my time there, essentially. I also recently joined my local fire department because I thought I needed a little extra in my life. I was very much inspired by my neighbor who was going out on calls as an EMT, and I just thought, I have to do it. I love the excitement of getting in that ambulance. I obviously thoroughly enjoy taking care of my community and my neighbors who are in, having a difficult time in an emergency situation. So to be there as an EMT is my most recent joy that I've added into my life. I also have children who travel a bit, and when they do, I like to go to visit them. So I am incredibly grateful to my families when I have to rearrange my schedule around my children. And thank you to all of you who are understanding when you get that text from me where I say, do you mind maybe coming in tomorrow instead of next week, or whatever it may be. All right, that is it about me. For any of you who are interested in the rest of my life and what else it is I do, I know many of my children in the office, they just assume I live there at the office, and sometimes it feels like that. All right, for all of you, enjoy your day. Parenting is an amazing journey. You're doing an amazing job. Stay curious and keep learning, and I will see you next time.
Thank you for joining Jennie on the Simply Pediatrics Podcast. We hope that the valuable information she shared in this episode will inspire and empower you on your holistic parenting journey. If you would like to learn more about Jennie, her Simply Pediatrics practice, or anything that she spoke about today, please check the show notes that accompany this podcast, and you'll find all the links and resources you need. You can also sign up for the Simply Pediatrics mailing list so that you receive Jennie's weekly newsletters packed with vital information and holistic parenting journeys. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please consider giving this page a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any episodes. And don't forget to connect with us by sharing your thoughts in the comments section below. Follow Simply Pediatrics on any and all of the social media platforms. And if you're interested in an in-person or a virtual appointment with Jennie, please see the contact details in the show notes. Stay tuned for more episodes packed with a wealth of powerful information to support you on your holistic parenting path. See you next time.